All right, this is the daily chart of BBRY. Today I want to make a special update on BBRY, and I wanted to explain. Again, today is a great lesson, and the lesson is simple as this. Um, I've been talking about the importance of volume in my updates, and even though I was impressed by yesterday's move in BlackBerry, but what troubled me was the volume. The volume was better than the low volume, as you can see, 5.6 million. But this is anemic volume, right? 8.3 million, right? This isn't the kind of volume that says it wants higher prices. It's just the kind of volume that's choppy. And to me, in this update, I believe that BlackBerry is in a chop zone. So between here and here, for example, right? We are chopping now. See, up, down. We're just chopping. We went up, we chopped. I mean, they finally got this back into the 10 zone. Look at this again, right? Resistance, 1032. Look at this. We couldn't even get to 1032 this time. 1027. So it's lower highs, right? Lower high, lower high. It's not the kind of action we want. Now, as I stated, this is setting up to go higher. However, without confirmation, this is the key here. Without proper confirmation, no matter how bullish I am, I don't take the trades. I find from my experience, this is why you see me, I use confirmation. Because no matter how bullish I am, if the stock doesn't confirm, I've seen stocks, they never confirm and they go nowhere. I thought they were bullish, but they wouldn't confirm. And the ones that confirm, I make a lot of profits in, and I don't usually make so many updates. The BlackBerry I treat it differently because I think it's a special stock. There's something interesting about it. It's been very profitable for me going in and out of it. But the two stocks that I like that I focus a little more on have been BlackBerry and Apple. But most stocks, if they don't confirm, I just forget about them and I look for the ones that confirm, and that strategy is very very profitable. So now back to BlackBerry. So as you can see, we've had again the same kind of volume to the downside, 11.6, right? So this is patterning, this is chopping, and right now as it stands, it tells me that this is going to need some time, right? And then unless it can break above this 1050, 1065 area, and again heavy volume. 10, 20 million shares within half an hour, and it's very prevalent. Even when this had brand new lows, look at when it woke up. Look at the volume, right? Like I know this stock, and even with patterns and volume work very well with the stock. And the last time things worked very well is when it awoke from the earnings. Now it opened up and actually went down this day, you can see, right? As we reversed, that was bullish, and that's why I wanted to go long. And I actually talked about the importance of the stock opening up, consolidating, going higher. And if I bring up let's say we'll put a 2-hour chart, I'll get more bars. So here's that day, it consolidated, kind of pulled back in a flag, and the next day it breaks up, right? And that was very bullish. And theoretically, I said 970, but 950 was a good entry point in this case, because look at the volume, right? 23.2 million in half an hour. Sorry, in 2 hours, right? In 2 hours of the day, right? So basically getting in at 950, 970, the stock was good and went as high as 1165. But it couldn't hold key levels, and I talked about selling at around 1119, which was this day here. Which happened around, the signal happened around 12 p.m. It then bounced back up and then closed around 11:21, but it hit it, and then it gapped down lower and just went lower, 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 lower. They tried to go up, couldn't confirm, bouncing you can see bouncing my visionary line over there, and tracked it. Now we're kind of in a chop zone now because the volume never came through, and I've explained that BlackBerry needs a lot of power, a lot of pressure. And all I do is I'm reading what the market's saying. I mean, I may be bullish BlackBerry, but until it can confirm it by I know what the market's saying about it and what I'm reading by the charts, I don't want to be stuck in a chop zone, because I usually go I like stocks to move. I can't stand being stuck in this stuff. This is not what I like, right? And I want to give you another example, as I talked about Apple as well. And on my profile page, Um, on the August the 8th, I talked about this breaking above the 96 area, and it did so. And basically, I talked about a 95 call September strategy. And believe it or not, in this short period of time, within at least, you would have doubled your money in options. And the reason being is I look for what stocks have a good chance of momentum. And based on what I was reading about Apple, Apple confirmed, and you can see that, you can see my chart, or if you want, if you're, if you missed it, I could send you the link if you send me a message. But take a look on my stream, and you'll find it. The Apple August 8th update, I gave instructions, and I talked about, and actually Apple confirmed, and you know what, it created 100%, over 100% profit so far in the 95 calls. Let me go back to BlackBerry. So that's why I'm a strong believer in confirmation. If BlackBerry was to confirm with the volume, I'm jumping in with both feet. But if it doesn't confirm, I'm very strict and I won't go in, because I don't want to be stuck in this chop zone and doing nothing. Like it's been doing nothing, ever since we sold. I sold back, what was it? What was that? July the 15th? Yeah, July the 15th area. Just the day before the boom, the drop over here, sold over here. I didn't expect this strong of a pullback, but nonetheless, we received there was the IBM Apple thing, whatever. But anyways, and since then, it has never been able to confirm to this day properly. And all it is lower. I mean, if it confirms and I get in, I don't care if and you know something, it's not about buying the lowest price, it's buying the right price for the right reasons to make the big bucks quick. Instead of having your money in dead, I mean, I've made hundreds of % gains in options because I can identify when a stock wants to move. Because if they don't move, this is one of my. This is why you hear me talk about confirmation. If the stock doesn't move, you're stuck in the chop zone. Anyways. BlackBerry needs more time, and until we get the volume, the 10 to 20 million in the first half an hour of trading, as soon as you see that kind of volume heading towards those numbers, the odds are in our favor. The stock is going to really want to go and test 14, and it most likely will. But you know what? I'm waiting for confirmation, because if it can't confirm, this stock could go nowhere. For all I know, I'm not going to guess. You don't want to guess, no matter what in this game. You don't want to guess the market. You let the market confirm. I made 100% gains in Apple by waiting for confirmation. If it couldn't confirm, I don't care. I was bullish Apple. I'm not going to go into options to lose money just because I like the company or I think it's bullish. I let it confirm. I don't care, because it's the bottom line. It's your money. You want to make money. The company, whether it goes up or down. You don't want to lose money along with the company. You want to make money along with the company. And if the company isn't making you money, no matter how good the company is, no matter how good the product is, it doesn't matter to you. You're not getting any richer, right? So that's my message here. That you want to listen to what the market's saying. It's not about what I think. If I think it's bullish and it doesn't want to confirm, I'm not going to argue with the market. To argue with the market is to lose. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like the video.